Hello there and welcome to this virtual tour of the Incubator and Accelerator network. This month we're visiting one of our most brilliant members. They're all brilliant obviously, but it's Steve Dougan and Teesside Launchpad, and I'm going to hand it over to Steve now. He's going to take us on a virtual tour. Steve.
Hi everyone, welcome to Teesside Launchpad at Teesside University. The Victorian building, you can see beautifully panning away in the video there, has been generously gifted by the university to our enterprise team, and we're going to take you on a whirlwind tour around the incubator and see the diversity and creativity in the building. See you in there. Here we are in Sue's studio, which is
Hello guys.
Crazy eclectic space. And we are still filming Alex this time.
We are, yeah.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hi everybody, how are you?
Now you've got a show coming up, Shirley, is that right?
I have got a show coming up.
Can you share it with us?
Absolutely. So the show is next week Thursday, the 9th of May, 6:30 till 9:30 at the Dickens.
Yeah.
And what we are doing is making new clothes out of old ones.
Ah, okay.
So I'll give you an example.
Yeah, sure.
I've got these two outfits here. Okay, and basically what I've done is I have made two garments out of them. So I have taken the top from that one,
Yeah.
and added it to that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah,
You
nice.
see that? Two outfits, different.
And this is your business? It's taking
This
old
is-
clothes
yeah,
and repurposing them?
Absolutely.
It sounds fantastic.
Absolutely.
And how has being in this space helped you to do that?
Amazingly. So I started March this year, and it's just literally gone like that.
Wow,
So much
like
so.
a rocket.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally, and it's been amazing
Can I
seeing
just
Sue.
say this is my
Yeah,
This is
the
Oh,
Sue's
right, okay,
studio.
so
yeah, Sue,
Yeah.
Sue's space.
Yeah.
But she's helping.
Right,
to bring
I'm
more
Sue
ideas.
and I design bespoke garments, whether they're upcycled, recycled, brand new, recreate,
Prom dresses, wedding dresses.
wedding
Yeah.
dresses.
And Sue, where did you start out in Launchpad when you first came
I
in?
started out in Steve's tiny little office at the end of the corridor,
Yeah.
which I needed more space because more people were coming to me.
So when Sue originally came into Launchpad, in typical Launchpad style, we had to make some space for her. So I moved out of my office, and we turned my office into Sue's first studio. And when she outgrew that, we gave Sue her own studio space, which we're in now.
Yes.
And Sue's going great guns now, growing her business, partnering up with other creatives.
Yeah, she has been such an inspiration. So basically,
Hang
this
on,
is one of-
Sandra,
oh, that's
our
it.
time is limited.
Aww.
We gotta get on. We gotta call.
Bye,
We
Zach.
gotta make.
Bye.
But you've been
Bye.
amazing.
It's been amazing.
Oh, look, oh.
So we're a mixed purpose incubator, and we're probably as diverse as the university campus is in terms of sector, in terms of business type. And you'll see as we go down the corridor now how it can switch from being a fashion business being incubated here to a tech startup, more traditional type of incubator business being supported in Launchpad. So we're going to say hi to Aaron.
Hello.
Aaron, say hello.
Hello.
Aaron, can we drop in your studio now? Would that
Yeah, of course
be
you
all right? Can you show us in?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very cool T-shirt.
Thank you very much. This is IKEA.
Whoa.
Yeah. It took two IKEAs to find this t-shirt that they'd actually sell me, because the first one they refused to sell because it didn't have any sales tags on.
So we're in Foxbite Games and Foxbite Digital. Aaron, if you can tell our members very briefly what it is that Foxbite does, that would be cool.
Yeah. So we're primarily a games company. So we're currently working on a game called Beat Your Meat, which is a 2 to 4 player pig-based brawler. If you thought anything else, that's on you. And Foxbite Digital is our digital content creation brand, so we use it for business-to-business type stuff. So we do websites, branding, apps, anything like that.
Sure.
Really.
And you guys came into Launchpad through the Fuel Programme
Yes.
and were funded through the Fuel Programme.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with the grant funding that you got in Fuel?
We bought all of our computers
Yeah.
in their state back then, and then we used that money to help us travel around a bit when we started Transuser, which was the next set of funding we went on.
Sure. And now you guys are probably getting ready to fledge out at some point in the near future, maybe?
Current goal, yeah.
Current goal. And how far has Beat Your Meat away from launch?
The That depends on which member of staff you ask.
Okay. Let's ask the most important member of the team.
I think on that note,
programmer.
we should leave the air of suspense.
Yeah.
And people can check that out later. But thank you so much.
Bye, Aaron.
No
Thank
problem.
you. A good example of what makes Launchpad different is if we go into Geordie's space. Geordie, hello.
Hi.
Geordie, say hello.
Hello.
So Geordie has a granola manufacturing business and 2 other businesses on the side, right, Geordie? And what we're doing here in Launchpad is converting an office space into what?
My kitchen.
Into Geordie's kitchen. So we've got an oven going in, and we've put a kitchen in, and we've put non-slip flooring and sink hand wash. Now, this is kind of really unusual and unpopular with the university powers that be, in that what we try to do is enable entrepreneurs to do what they want to do and to cross the barriers. For Geordie, the big barrier is space. You know, she's borrowing an oven somewhere to make a granola. It has huge potential, but she needs to be enabled, and that's what Launchpad's good at doing. So we will bend over backwards and break any rules to try and give our graduates the start that they need. And if that means we convert an office into a micro factory for granola, then that's what we do. This entire wing that we're in now, we intend to convert all of these offices into micro factories. This space is being used by a Romanian graduate, Julian, and he is innovating and iterating on a design for a 3D printed, micro-manufactured pike bait. So it's a £150 million industry in the UK, much bigger in the US, and we aim to make around 2,000 of these per month at around $12.99 retail. But what Julian needed was a factory to make them in, and what we've done is to create that space for him with a micro CNC machine so that he can make his aluminium billet moulds, a spray booth, and we're building an extrusion machine. And again, so there's Julian with the engineering design for the fish bait, but not the space or capability to get them into production. What we're doing is making MVPs that genuinely are viable by using the university's asset to leverage it and give them an advantage.
And Steve, in the case of your granola entrepreneur,
Yeah, sure.
what happens if once she leaves and you've got the kitchen?
Yeah, good
and you
question.
And you don't get another kitchen entrepreneur.
Good question. So
Or will you be like, no, now we need another food entrepreneur?
So the view for the kitchen space is that we've invested money into the kitchen space. In her rent, Geordie will make a contribution back to that, okay? Mm-hmm. At the end of her incubation, we're going to turn that kitchen space into a community bread bakery. And we're going to use that to try and bring the disparate elements of the community in Middlesbrough together. A large number of refugees in Middlesbrough, and we think that baking bread together is a great way to create community cohesion. So we will donate that office to a community bakery project as a social enterprise led by students. This is, for a Launchpad business, a rite of passage really, Alex, because all the businesses start out downstairs and they have to earn the right to make their way upstairs, like a rite of passage. Being upstairs triggers investment in the form of subsidised studio and office space. This is, we can't go in, but this is R8 Games. So R8 Games have just launched Pacer, which is a Wipeout-esque anti-gravity racing game. Just come back from GDC in South by Southwest in America. Huge potential for that video game. Just over £1 million of investment in the studio. And everyone's on tenterhooks now because the game's just getting ready to launch. But we're going to doorstep Hobgoblin 3D. And Lawrence and Jordan are here.
Hello.
Lawrence, Jordan, hello. This is Alex from Centre for Entrepreneurs, Incubator and Accelerator Network.
Lovely to meet you.
Lawrence, our art guy.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to
Jordan,
meet you.
all things Kickstarter, crowdfunding, social media, community. Jordan, as ever, on these things, can you just give our members a quick overview of what you do at Hobgoblin?
Sure. So basically what we do is, Lawrence over here is our modeler. He takes these concepts that he's designed on the wall here, takes them into a 3D package, turns them into a 3D model, which you're seeing on the screen over there, and then we 3D print and test them and sell them on to other customers that might only use them in tabletop games.
And this is what we're talking about, isn't it? We're talking about 3D printable terrain and items for tabletop gaming.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That there in front of you is the pint-sized realms,
Yeah.
and the one over there is more of our Haven.
And Alex, if you can hold up the famous carriage. This is, there are already maybe 4 or 5 companies in the world, Jordan, right now, that can reach this level of quality. on an STL file for at-home 3D printers, so sub $1,000 printers.
It's got an adjustable axle.
It's
I hope.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
working wheels, working axles.
working wheels, working axles. And you guys have had two Kickstarters now.
Kickstarter so far, yeah.
Just under 30k per
Yep.
Kickstarter, and you've just had a great humble bundle run.
Yep.
$100,000 in.
300,000 all told, I think, on bundles reached.
$300,000
Wow,
all told.
fantastic.
Fantastic, well done, boys.
And can we have a quick look at the 3D printer?
Yeah, sure. Let's have a wander
Everybody
over.
loves a 3D printer.
3D printers running. Now these printers you guys just use for quality assurance, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we don't sell physical products.
You don't sell physical products. You just ship STL files via download.
Third party.
Yeah, third
And
party.
then they 3D print them out.
They have their own kind of printer, so they'll print the files no thanks they want.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
And-
that was the last Kickstarter.
This is the famous tavern, right? Which was your last Kickstarter.
Yeah, so
And this is all 3D printed.
And how much would something like this cost?
To buy in a shop, you'd be looking at maybe 700, 800, 900 pounds depending.
Yeah, and some 3D print.
3D print, it cost us what, 2 spools of material, so about
Two
£40,
spools.
and then the file itself about
Wow.
80. So
yeah,
big service.
Wow.
And Jordan, how long have you been in incubation now in Launchpad?
About 2.5 years.
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
And you guys are taking on interns now as well.
Yep. We have 2 interns on right now, and we're looking at picking up another 3 in June.
And we need to start thinking about. Sorry, we can't show that board over there. Sorry. We need to start thinking about you guys maybe fledging on soon. So we'll try and create a landing space for you somewhere
Yeah, that sounds good.
in Boho 5 maybe. Yeah, awesome. Are those big boxes full of waste down there? Is that all? Wow, look at all the. It doesn't. Yeah.
yeah. The nice thing about that though is we'll be able to grind it down.
You can recycle that, right?
Actually,
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look in with Admit Me. Hey Sam.
Hi, Ed.
Hi. Sam, can you give us a quick overview of what Admit Me are working on right now?
Yeah, so we're working on getting our hotels up and running for Admit Me so we can get the comparison engine working correctly.
Yeah.
So we have integrated with Google really well with their new hotel system, and that's what we're piggybacking on top of so we
Sure.
can provide the best hotel prices.
And you're providing a single point of contact for a customer to book a venue ticket, a hotel ticket and travel.
Yeah,
All
so
in one platform.
all in one place, so it's just nice and easy so the user can get the best simple price in one easy to use one-click function to go to all the websites
Yeah.
and then get the best price possible.
Fab.
And are you from this area originally?
Yes, so I was born in Leicester and moved up and then came to Teesside Uni to get the experience and know-how because I believe that Teesside's the best uni for what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And how many people working in here now?
We have
Sam?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment.
Fab.
And we are growing.
And your post revenue, you're earning?
Yeah, definitely earning now.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Sam, thank you.
Yeah, no,
Cheers,
thank
buddy.
you.
See you later.
See you later.